Imagine dancing to the best band you've heard in ages.
I've been locked out of heaven for too long, for too long.
On stage are three sharp-suited men with infectious tunes, slick moves, and a tight rhythm section. But something is different about this group. There are no instruments, no backing tracks, and yet the music continues. Then you realize all of this amazing sound is being made with the voice alone. You have just imagined We3.
Do the bass, Fraser.
I'm Steve, and I sing the lead vocals.
Hi, Steve.
Hello.
And I'm Andy, and I do the drums.
City beat, yeah. Oh, that city beat. Oh, that city beat with We3. Oh, that city beat. Oh, that city beat. Yeah, city beat.
We3 is a British a cappella group featuring Stephen Trowell as lead vocal, Andy Frost as drums, and Fraser Collins as bass. These three unique individuals use their musical taste to form a fascinating take on the unique capacity of the human voice. The internationally adored We3 plans to tour in China September 24th to October 12th, marking their debut live concert in the country.
Now, we've been here a few times, but it's the first time in Shanghai as
As
We3.
We3.
We're trying to find songs that are big here in China as well. So we're going to do some Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Jess Glynn, I think she's come over here now, Hold My Hand. Some Jason Mraz, On Yours. A bit of Maroon 5 maybe. And then some Chinese stuff. We've started to do You Exist in My Song by One Thing. So still learning the lyrics for that. And then, a whole bunch of stuff.
The Chopstick Brothers.
Maybe the Chopstick Brothers, yeah. So some Chinese stuff and then some other Western stuff that is big over here as well.
I did my best to notice when the call came down the line.
A cappella is an Italian term referring to any music performed by voices alone. A cappella isn't a genre, but a style of musical performance which has been a part of every human culture since the beginning of mankind. Steve, Fraser, and Andy used to be the three main members of the world-renowned a cappella group The Magnets, who spent 19 years touring the world. They found themselves singing everywhere from official functions for world leaders to numerous charity events, and even once in Elle Macpherson's living room. Since July of this year, We3 have decided to explore a new profession as a brand new group.
Your sex takes me to paradise. Yeah, your sex takes me to paradise. And it shows.
Well, we've taken the decision to become a three-piece, and there are very few three-piece a cappella groups out there because it's very intense what we have to do. We have to perform at 100% all of the time, and we need three very specialist performers. So Fraser has a very low, rich voice. I have a very versatile lead vocal style, so I can sing in lots of different styles. And Andy is one of the world's best, he's more like a drummer, and he's one of the very few beatboxers in the world that can actually make the sounds like a drummer. But when you hear the sound that we make, you see us on stage and you think, wow, it's just those three guys making all that noise. That for us is more impressive than if you have maybe a six-piece a cappella group. Obviously the sound will be a little bit, maybe appear more complicated, but for us, we like that we're small and unique.
spanning pop, jazz, R&B, and rock, and blending strong original compositions with innovative arrangements of timeless tunes. These three vocalists continue to amaze an ever-increasing number of listeners around the world. Their performances sent audiences in droves to see if such musicality, sans instruments, can really exist.
We all used to perform in bigger a cappella groups, and when you're working with a bigger group, you need to be a bit more careful on song selection, in the sense that you put a lot more work into doing an arrangement. But with us, we'll hear a song, we think, oh, that's got a nice groove, that's got a good tune, and then we'll sort of try it out ourselves rather than doing a difficult arrangement or anything like that.
We do tend to choose songs which are more funky, that have kind of like an old school type funk kind of rhythm, very rhythmic songs work kind of well for us.
With a cappella getting more and more popular in Shanghai, We3 will give us a few useful tips for any of us who want to start their own a cappella group.
I think one of the main things with a cappella, especially when you're in a learning group, learn to harmonise together, learn to really listen to each other, which is the vital thing. Often in a cappella groups you always get someone who sings really loud and the other's quiet. If you can't hear anybody else, if you can't hear everybody else, then you're too loud. That's one of the tips. But practice. That's the main thing.
And don't give up. Just believe in yourself, unless you're really rubbish. But no, believe in yourself, and and stick with it, and keep rehearsing, keep meeting, try new things, push yourself. Always push the boundaries, experiment with your voice, and try and find. If you think you maybe can't hit a high note, find a way to hit it, and you'll always expand your voice.
Technique.
Work on technique.
There's so many tips you can give to cappella groups. That's the thing. But persistence is the main thing. Just keep going.
Whoa, let's go, boys.
The world's first instrument was the human voice, and a cappella looks back at one of the most classic forms of vocal music. Whether it's harmony, or creating instruments, or even beatboxing, it's a curious art form and is gaining a lot of attention here in Shanghai.
No more, this cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate our time. It's sure this is our